Hi and welcome back. This is Jadi from jadi.net and other Jadis which are all not in your language. Hi and welcome back. I and my team are continuing the Cyber Apocalypse from the Hack the Box. 12 hours remaining. In total it was 100 hours. We are ranking 32, which is awesome for our team. Thanks to the colleagues who are playing really good teammates. There are around 4,000 something teams, so this ranking is awesome, at least for us which are not professionals. I am not professional, some teammates are professionals. Anyway, I was going forward with this reversing and solved the first two. Now the third one, as always, you have to read the challenge. I kind of resolved it up to the middle and thought it's good to share it with you so you get more familiar with the CTF, capture the flag competitions among hackers, enter them, learn and enjoy. It says one of our friends has left backdoor on the extraterritorials server. If we manage to take advantage of it, we will be able to control all the doors and lock them outside or open doors to facilities we have no access. It's very important to read this thoughtfully. Sometimes there are clues. It looks like there is no clue here. This challenge will raise 43 euros for a good cause. Good for us. Let's go. First, I will download the challenge and see what is it. I have done kind of maybe 60 or 70% of the whole challenge. So I know what I'm doing. It took me around 3 hours to reach here. So don't be surprised. How did you find it that fast? I know the solution at the moment. I have a terminal here. I will go to the downloads. The file name was rev backdoor. So I will unzip rev backdoor. It gives me a BD file inside HTB, hack the box. So I will go with HTB BD. This is very normal to do. This is a Linux executable file. So I have to move it to my Linux machine and examine it there. I will copy HTB BD to volumes, Jadi, VirtualBox, shared. It's good enough. This is a shared with my virtual machine. I have one virtual machine here running Kali, so you don't need Kali Linux for this, but anyway, this is a Linux which is used in this stuff, sometimes for more tools. So I will go to the temp. I will create a backdoor directory here. I will go inside the backdoor. I will copy the media, the backdoor file here. So if I do lsltrh, you see that this is a very huge file. This is not very normal to have such a huge files in a reverse engineering questions. We have different tools to do the reverse engineering. One of the best ones are R2. I will go with R2 AD, the file BD. R2 is the Radar 2. A very nice open source free tool for reverse engineering binaries, going step by step through them, seeing the stack, making breakpoints and this kind of stuff. If I run with R2, it's good to learn R2 if you are interested in reverse engineering. I can go with AFL. This will list all functions, and you can see I have a lot of functions. I have DL open, read dir, make temp, and lots more. This is not very normal. This is a first hint that this is not a normal executable which you should reverse engineer. This more looks like a file embedded in another files. Just to give you a glimpse of R2, it's like this. You can see the stack, you can see the program running and everything, even the loops. I quit from the R2. There is also a file which we always use, is binwalk. binwalk BD will show you the binaries inside this file. You can see a lot of zlib compressed files. After some checks, excuse me, I was able to see that this is a pyinstaller file. One hint was strace. You can do the strace BD. It will run BD and will show you all the traces during this run. Sorry, my computer is not strong enough for all this virtual machine and everything. Here you can see different things. If you check all the lines, you will see that this is creating some files in the temp directory. It will opening some files. It will show you all the system calls. So it's creating one directory here using Python 3.8 to do something. And at the end, I found out this is a pyinstaller file. pyinstaller makes executables from your Python programs. It practically embeds your executable with your program, with the Python executable, with the libraries, and gives you one file which runs standalone. What we can do on the next step is practically the steps I took during 3 hours. The next thing you can do is run tmux. Always it's good to run tmux. So you can divide your window or whatever. And you can do the strings. No. Now we know it's pyinstaller. So there is a tool which extracts files from pyinstaller. It is called pyi archive viewer. I can view this archive. Here it shows me what this file includes. For example, you see that this includes a SO file, libpython 3.l, lib FFI, libcrypto, libbz. These are all the things which that file includes. If I scroll up to the beginning, you will start to see more interesting stuff. For example, struct or PYI module 1, 2, 3 or the BD. This is the size. This looks very interesting. Let's extract this. If you want to extract this, question mark will give you the help. So I will give a question mark. It says you can go up one level. If this is a multi-layer archive, you can enter the next level with O or go up with U, or I can extract one file. I say extract BD. It says what file name? I would say BD_PYC because most probably this is a Python bytecode. I extracted this, so I will go out. As you can see, I have this. Here I started the dead end. Because this file is a normal data file. This is not a Python. At least my system doesn't see it as a Python bytecode. I try to uncompile it, decompile it, do different things with it, but with no success. At the end, I ended up using strings. Strings is a very cool command. It goes through the binary and extracts the human readable strings and shows them to you. If I run strings, practically I don't need to run it here. I can run it on my main. I will copy this backdoor pyc to the shared folder. I will go to my own computer. I will copy from volumes, Jody, VirtualBox, shared, BD pyc to the temp folder. If I do the strings on the file, backdoor, see what I have here. I have very interesting strings. I have something like a MD5 function. I have this IP, most probably something is listening on all the ports. I have something very interesting here. Save the words. with the S. I have the invalid. I have littles. This should be little. Most probably little L ending. I have hashlib R. I have subprocess R. So this is also save words S. This is a string. So what is very interesting? Hashlib, MD5, listening on this port. This looks like a secret somewhere. Command, colon, shell with a parenthesis. Maybe I'm running a shell. Listening on the socket. Subprocess is running something on the OS level. Also, bind will bind to a port, will read something. I will receive some data. I will close if it's not good. I can decode, I can hex digest. So something like a URL lib MD5 of something, which this is very interesting for it. It's like a flag. To be honest, I first used this as a flag. Maybe this is the main flag, but this was not. So then hex digest. Also, we have something like a send, checking the size. Again, the command starts with replace. So what I did. First good idea is running this. What is the IP here? This machine's IP is 1114. So I will write run BD here. The BD is running. I can do with a netstat NA will show me all the open ports. I will grab only for the listening ports. Then I will grab for the TCP connections. Here you can see one program is listening on 4433. If I stop this BD, I don't have it anymore. So this runs and listens on 4433. I can connect to it. I will run my beloved tmux here. I can connect like this. 1114 4433. Now I'm connected to that one. I can give it some data and it just disconnects and disconnects. What we found? I will enter the IPython. I will do the import hashlib. We found out that most probably it's waiting for MD5 of something. Let's try that. So I will go with hashlib MD5 of whatever, just for text. And it has the hex digest here. Okay, this should be encoded on Python 3, I think. Encode, sorry. Yeah. Whoa. This is extra digest. We can do it. Yeah. Hashlib MD5 this encode. I'm the worst. So this is it. What happens if I send this one? These small changes are the things that you should notice. See, now it says invalid. So it was waiting for MD5 of something. But that something is now invalid. What I did next was I tried the best thing I saw in my strings. You remember? Strings BD PYC, it showed me something like this. First I tried with the words. So here I will go with say the words. It gives me this. And this, again, this is invalid. After some investigation, trials, hitting my head to the wall, I found out something interesting. See, here we have an extra this. Here, this is a hashlib function, but we have an extra R. We have an extra R. And this showed me that maybe this S is extra. Also, save the word is more logical than save the words. So I tried save the word. Let's go for it. I can make my life easier with doing like this. So when giving this, sorry, I think I cannot make my life easier. Now it's waiting for something else. You remember, when it was invalid, when it was shorter, it would just finish the connection. If it was invalid, it would say invalid. But now it's just waiting for something else. But we have something more in our strings arsenal. As I told you, this took around 3 hours, so don't feel that I'm so lucky to check this. I checked a lots of things. We had this command column. This is what we need. Now see, we have this. This is our secret phrase. Now I have command ls. It will show me the output of the ls. Now I have the main answer. I will go back here, say okay, please turn my machine on. I'm ready to test the real thing. Container failed spawn. Why? I need the container. Let's pause this to make the system a little bit faster. Machine. I can pause the machine. So the CPU is used. Let's open this. And under reversing, now it's on. This is the address. So I will do NC to this address. Same thing, it waits for me. I will tell it the secret hash I have. Then I will say command ls. Ta-da! These are the files on the server. So I will do it again. And I will say command cat flag txt. Oh, it didn't work. Why? Give it the code, command cat flag txt. Why? I have to work on this for a few more hours. Be with me. And I think I found the solution. See, exact same thing we had. I started a new server. Here I was entering, using the enter, and then giving it the command. But when I do space command cat flag txt, we have the flag. To be honest, I believe we have resolved this wrong, or at least we went in a wrong direction. We found the solution, but most probably we should be able to reverse engineer that pyc. My main guess is it's a Python 3.8, and since I'm using 3.9 and also 2.7 and 3.6, these are the Pythons I have in this machine and that virtual machine, I was not able to go forward. But this should be this for sure is the answer, and this is not the best solution, but as long as it works, it works. And when you are a hacker, you can try different ideas. Let's see if this is the flag, 30 point pound. We are dropping. Let's see if this helped us. It doesn't calculate at the moment. It will take a little bit time, but no problem. Still, whatever under 100 is awesome for us. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you subscribe, if you like, if you do this, I will be happy. If you don't, I will continue and try to be happy. Good luck.